Welcome, Glenn. Thanks for your time, brother.
Hey,
I
what's going
really
on, family? How you doing tonight?
appreciate it. I'm good, man. I'm cool.
Good. Man. I feel like this
We are
live has
just,
been a long time coming, man. We talked about doing one of these a little while back.
yeah. Remember, a while back, before we go to sleep, I used to set a sell order for XRP $50. It's real, man. It's real. I used to set
I
up
know a lot
sell
of
order
people
for
still waiting on that
$50 piece.
589.
Yeah. So, what do you think about XRP, target price in the bull market, like market cap or the dollar price? What do you think?
Yeah, I would say for anybody that's kind of like taking a strong look at XRP, I think the next week into the next, look at my calendar here. Really, the next week and a half is going to tell you pretty much what you need to know, right? So we went all the way up to almost 90, 91 cents, depending on what exchange you were looking
Yeah.
at.
Hmm.
Appreciate you guys for those points. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
we were taking a look at this live in real time, and had a lot of people excited. We didn't crack a dollar. A lot of people thought the
Yeah.
day that the news came out from the lawsuit, a lot of people thought we were actually going to break all-time highs. And I thought that was going to be a little far-fetched just because
Yeah.
I don't think there's that much liquidity in the market
Hmm.
to push it to all-time high. I mean, I think best bet probably would have been a dollar, but even that dollar point was still a major psychological barrier, right? So I thought
Yes.
maybe even getting
Agree
beyond the
with you.
dollar is going to be a little hard to do, right?
Yeah.
So if you really want to see where this thing is going, we just have to watch it over the next week and a half. And here's why I say that, because right now we're at around 71 cents, so it's consolidating a little bit. Earlier today, I think we kind of pulled back to 68, and we were doing some TA on this
Hmm.
yesterday evening on Crypto Granny's live, and she was asking like, "Hey, where do you think the price point could go?" And I said, if you fall below 58 cents, you're going to be in trouble,
Yeah.
right? Just kind of taking a look at below 58 cents, you're going to be in trouble. If you can hold 75 cents and consolidate going sideways again for like a week, maybe even a week and a half, to me, what that's going to signify is that assuming that there's no wild volatile swings with Bitcoin to the upside or to the downside, that's going to show me that there might be some kind of stability at that price point and that people might want to try to see that price go up. Now, what I will say this is, this case still is not over, right? We talked about this earlier. I said, okay, well, we know that they said secondary sales on exchanges are not deemed as securities. I would be paying attention to see if the SEC goes through an appeals process, because if they go through an appeals process, all of this can kind of be called back into question. You've got to kind of resubmit your findings in front of a different judge, and that judge might lean a little bit differently than Taurus. If it even goes the distance, say they appeal, and say the appeal um, judge sides with the
Hmm.
SEC, well, now Ripple might want to go back and say, well, now we actually want to have another court look at this. And at that point in time, you'll probably see this go to the U.S. Supreme Court. And if
Uh-huh.
that happens, like, that's going to be a big deal, right? So I really don't think that this thing is over by a long shot. I'll say that it could be if the SEC does not appeal the recent, finding from Taurus. But if they do, like, just prepare to lock in, because you could be in this thing for like another year and a half. It even takes that long, right? But as far
Hmm.
as like the TA goes, that's where I'm at with it. I think your next level of support, if you fall below the 70 cent mark, is going to be around like 65, 63 cents. You fall beneath that, 58 cents. And if you fall
65. Yeah,
beneath
see it.
58,
Mhm.
like, all bets are off. You pretty much will return back to where you were at in terms of price before the news of Judge Torres suggesting that the secondary sale on exchanges were not securities.
Yeah. So, see, you just said it about Supreme Court. What's your opinion if SEC go to Supreme Court against XRP? What's going to happen?
Oh man, just being honest with you,
That's my
just
question.
painted right. I think you kind of know where I'm already about to go with this. Just looking at the way the Supreme Court has ruled on the majority of things, they've been in the news a lot lately, right?
Mhm.
They were in the news with affirmative action.
Yeah.
They were in the news with the student loan debt repayments. They were in the news with a couple other different variables. And if this goes to the Supreme Court, I honestly don't see them siding the way that most XRP investors will want this thing to go. Like I could potentially see a
They
path.
don't want that to happen. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
They really don't want that to
100%,
happen.
brother. 100%. I could see them actually throwing a huge monkey wrench inside this whole entire thing.
I think it's just a rumor. I don't think so. SEC will go Supreme Court against the XRP. I don't think so. It's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn. Assalamu
Uh,
alaikum.
Amir, what's going on,
Nadeem.
buddy?
yeah, welcome. Assalamu alaikum, Amir bhai.
How's it
Thanks for
going, man?
joining, Mr. Amir.
SEC has been caught with their pants down.
Yeah.
Okay. They,
Oh, it's not a good week for him for sure. It's not a
yeah,
good week.
yeah, that's right.
so I think they're going to take it. I think they're going to appeal for sure.
You think
And
so?
the reason they know that is they're going to win that appeal. I think that's what they're going to do. It's going to drag. And I completely agree
Yep.
with you. 58 and 75 are the key levels. Let's see what happens. But I'm happy for all those people that cashed out,
Yeah, the
They've
cash
been
stop.
holding,
That's it.
they've been holding that thing
That's the point,
forever.
Amir bhai.
So
That's the point I've been talking about. If you see a good profit, if you see a huge surge in a price, you should take a profit.
Man,
I know.
take that thing, right?
But
Take it. Like when
people was calling me and telling me yesterday, can we go to $5? Can we go along with XRP going to $15? They were telling me at 85 cents, and I was trying to save everybody. I was saying, man, come on now, it's just a hype. It's just a market hype. Stay away from longs right now. Don't try to do that. So I think it
yeah,
was
no,
kind of quite
definitely
there was a red folder out yesterday, man. I was
yeah.
watching
Jesus.
Zach, and his red folder was out. So I'm like, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Let
Because people
people
will
cash
believe you.
in. They've been waiting for a long time. People have hundreds of thousands of dollars invested when it was 33 cents, 34 cents.
34
And
cents.
if you're
Yeah.
not selling, if let's say somebody bought it for 33 cents, $100,000, and they cashed it at 75 cents, they made $125,000 to $140,000. Why
Yeah.
don't you
Yeah,
want to do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
You made a good
They
payday.
did it already. Amir bhai, they already did it. The whales already took the profit. They know what to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you had
Yes.
a lot of people. So like, what was it, Thursday? This would have been Thursday. Thursday, I was watching. Yeah, the news broke Thursday, right? I want to make sure I got
Yeah.
my days right. Yeah, so the news broke Thursday, and I was watching people's live stream, and it was cool, right? Because you could tell these are people that had been in there, like you said, since that 30 cent mark. Obviously, since the trial, the lawsuit was even filed,
Mhm.
and it was cool to see them actually see that their hard work paid off. Like, wow, they're making money. Like, they can start to look at houses, cars, whatever, whatever it was that they needed or
Yeah.
wanted. But so many people whose lives I were in, they were still saying like they're not taking profits. They're not taking profits. I'm like, yo, this
Yeah.
is a
This is
giant green
with them.
candle.
I think two type of people, Amir bhai, Glenn. I think two type of people still sit in XRP. The one type, number one, the people who love XRP. Okay, the people who just say, "Oh, I'm gonna hold it. I don't care how long I have to hold it." Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Number one. Number two type is the people who they're waiting for XRP hit their buying price and they're gonna sell it and get out. I think those two type of people are still holding XRP. But the whales who bought it at 30 cent, 33 cent, 40 cent, 44 cent, they already took the profit. They are home
Yeah, they already knew
and they
what
are
time it
chilling.
was. They already knew what time it was. They
They're
like,
already
I've seen this
chilling.
movie before. Like, if you're gonna print
Yeah.
a giant green candle,
Mhm.
anybody who's been in this space a fair number of
Yeah.
years, like, how these things turn out. Like when I was, cruising down in my local town, and I'm like scrolling through TikTok, and people are like, oh, I'm like, what's going on? So I turned into somebody's live, and they were like, oh my God, XRP, it was deemed out of security. So I pulled up the chart, and I saw that solid, strong green candle.
Strong green
I
candle.
was
Yeah.
looking at it, and I said, okay, Glenn, when do you want to short? Like I started salivating.
Yeah. I was on the bed and a lot of my friends was calling me around 85 cent and they're telling me we are going long in XRP. I said, you guys crazy. You see that candle? I said, that candle is supposed to be a profit taking candle. It's not
You
a
know it.
candle you can long it. This candle you can just take a profit and wait for entry for short.
You know it.
That's
Yeah,
why
man. Listen,
that's why I didn't make any video yesterday on XRP topic because I knew that it is gonna be a hype whenever they're gonna win the lawsuit, it's gonna be a hype for 1 or 2 days. That's why I didn't make no video yesterday on
mhm.
XRP or any of this.
From the trading aspect, I definitely put out a video. From the trading, I'm like, listen, I got to talk to my traders. I got to talk to the people who are, kind of getting their feet wet in trading. And if you miss the run up, like, okay, well, how now? What's the next best way to play it? So I told people, I'm like, listen, man, you're looking at that chart on the daily, on the 4 hour. Man, if that RSI starts to get a little too frothy, take it short to the downside and clean the hell up. And that's
Yeah,
exactly what I told
that's
people. I'm
true.
like, hey, not financial advice, but I'm telling you, this is exactly what I'm about to do. And I think I took that short at around like 84 or 87 cents, and I rode it all the way down to like the low 70s, I want to say. And like I said, it was a pretty decent
Glenn,
day.
Glenn, I'm sure you saw the volume, right? There was 10 billion.
Oh yeah,
10 billion was the volume on 3 days ago, right?
Yep.
Yesterday was 7 billion and today is 6 billion.
today 6
So
billion.
what happened there?
The
What
volume going
happened
up.
was a lot of people, 6 billion means what? 6 billion mean 78 cents, 80 cents, let's say, right? Almost $8 billion worth of shifting of XRP from whales
Hmm.
to common people. Okay, we call it in Urdu topi pinana. Meaning
Yeah,
you put my
that's what I
hat
just
on
said.
somebody else's hat. You know what I'm saying?
They
That's
sold
what
it
it
and they
is.
gone. Yeah,
They're
that's what it is.
gone. They're gone. And everyone who's holding, they're holding their DICK in their hand, and then that's what is going to happen. I'm not joking. You know, that's what happened. I've seen this in stocks. I've been in the market for 27, 28
Oh yeah,
years.
yeah, big
Yep.
brother.
So
Yep.
I've seen this happen. And when I saw that green candle going up, just like Nadeem was saying, it was like, okay, time to take profits, right?
Yes, man.
But people don't understand that. And again, critical area is 57, 58 cents. We're going to see how it's going to stay there. Right now, it's consolidating at between 68 and 71 cents. Let's see how it does. But Bitcoin also jumped because of that, right? So
Yeah, that.
everything, the
Yes,
whole thing,
agree.
the whole
Yep.
market took a green candle.
Took a big, took
Everyone
a
is,
good size jump. Volume was start coming in. Yeah.
and then we've been talking. Nadeem and I've been talking about it, and everyone over here will agree with us. And when it was 19.7, I said this is what is going to be 19.7, 19.6, and I'm buying it at.
Yep.
Guess what happens? 2 weeks ago, I get a text from Fidelity because I'm one of the premier people, and they are piloting Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Fidelity is now has a crypto bench, which they are saying you can buy and hold crypto on Fidelity. So I'm one of those people, early people that have already invested in Fidelity
Hmm.
platform. Now I'm testing something. I'm asking all these questions, which they're not giving me answers to. For example, I want to move my Coinbase crypto or my Ledger crypto into Fidelity because I feel that Fidelity is a much more stronger and
Much
much
more
more
stronger and
secure for
secure.
me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Agree.
uh, they're not saying yes. They're saying we're still under pilot phase right now. You cannot connect any wallet, any ledger to us. And they have a really good reason too. What they're saying is we want to make sure that we are secure. We are 100% secure before we allow that.
So are
And
they
they
not accepting any crypto from outside? Like any crypto
no,
you want to trade, you have to buy it from them?
correct. Just like
You have to
Robin
Mm.
Hood.
buy from them.
You have
Mm.
to buy from them and only Ethereum and only Bitcoin. Those are the only two that are offering. I asked them about Render because I really like Render. Nadeem was talking about Render. That
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good project, and a couple others that I like Quant and Solana and all those. I was asking them. So I'm asking all these questions, and the people that are working there I felt that they don't even have enough knowledge that I do.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
we
Well, what
agree.
about
I'm
well, what
agree on
about
that.
Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash? And because I was looking on Fidelity's website
Yeah.
not too long ago, and a lot of stuff for the retirement accounts. They'll do Bitcoin, they'll do Ethereum, but they had Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin.
Litecoin.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's why Bitcoin Cash took a good jump a couple of
yeah,
weeks ago.
and
You think that's what it was?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the ETF came out, right? They were talking.
Yeah.
BlackRock is trying
Volume.
to do ATF, which I think in 8 to 10 months you will see that it's going to in 8 to 10 months.
Amir bhai, you pull a good topic, good question. What do you think, Glenn, about Amir bhai and Glenn about BlackRock ETF at this point? They already say they SEC didn't say, they didn't reject it. They say inadequate, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? They're gonna reject this ETF completely and let them make them file again, or what do you think? What's gonna happen?
No, I think they'll be able to go in and make certain amendments that they need to make. Like I think one of the biggest issues that they had was, in essence, like they didn't have enough detail. Like they just said, "Hey, we're going to have a third party custody of the crypto," and I think the SEC went back and they just wanted more detail. So I think once they go back and they say, "Hey, here's the exact parties that we're going to utilize to custody the crypto,"
Mm-hmm.
they might look at that as a more you know, finite or a more complete application. I got to be honest though, out of all the players, we've seen Van Eck like back in the day. We saw Gemini back in the day.
Yeah.
But given where we're at right now with the climate, like I really do like BlackRock's chances. I like their odds.
And
You
Michael Saylor is all over Bitcoin for the last 5 years. So he's pushing too with BlackRock because he is BlackRock, right? So
yeah,
you
he
Yeah.
is.
will see, and I think what's going to happen is with Kathy Woods and Michael Saylor and a couple others, that even what was it, Chase and Standard Chartered, they came out and they day before yesterday they predicted that Bitcoin is going to be 124,000 by the end of 2024.
I saw one over 150.
124,000.
I'm agree on that prediction, Amir bhai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm agree
so
on 100. If somebody telling me, or somebody tell me Bitcoin is 130K, I'm kind of agree on that. If somebody coming and telling me Bitcoin is going to $500,000, 300K, something like that, it's just story.
That's conservatively.
Yeah,
Like I remember, okay, so
yeah,
we were on a live with Sage. Amir, you may remember this. We were on a live with Sage. This is probably at the beginning of the year. And we were talking about, we were just forecasting some of the price points for a lot of these different cryptos. And I was like, conservatively, I can see Bitcoin doing like 120, 150 the next bull run. If things get crazy, you're probably looking at a $240,000 Bitcoin. Everybody was like, no way.
no
I'm
way.
like, bro, just look at the forecasting. Like the numbers don't lie.
Yeah,
I mean, that's, you're getting to like the three, what do I have here? You're getting to like the 3186
yeah.
or go back to the daily here.
But Glenn, I'm the one thing that I'm worried about that the whales are already here. You know what I'm saying? They
Yep.
are they are piling up.
all the waves are here now in crypto. Yeah, Amir bhai, you right.
Everyone is here, and not only
Everyone
that,
is.
the corporate America has their ear perked up because of FX rates. They can transfer, they can bring money from different places. As soon as the ETF goes live, I think companies like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Caterpillar, Boeing, all of these big companies, they're going to start looking at ways to bring cash back home without any tax. And if they can do that, it's going to be a big win for these corporate American companies. But at the same time, the taxation rules are going to change. And I think what SEC is doing is they're working with IRS to
Oh
make
yeah.
sure that they are ready.
Just flat taxing.
They want that
Just
piece of
flat
pie.
taxing.
They want
Just
that
flat
piece of pie.
taxing.
They don't want to miss that. I mean, why this is my chart what I made in last year about Bitcoin when I predict 120 to between 120 to 130K Bitcoin. This is Glenn. By the way, this is a Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin weekly chart.
That's a
Yeah,
weekly.
that's weekly. This is that I made that trend line to
So what we
2017
got? We got
2017
20K, then we
highs
got
and
the
2021 highs. If Bitcoin,
yep,
yeah,
69K.
if Bitcoin follow that, I think in first quarter of 2025 we're gonna hit somewhere here between 120 to 130K right here somewhere, and this is gonna
See what I
be
mean? So I think
this is my target
yeah,
about Bitcoin. And I'm start
I think that
taking
120
profit
is like
right here. If I see 120
very
Bitcoin
achievable.
price between 120 to 130, I'm gonna start taking profit. I don't care what's gonna be, but this time we're gonna make some money and we're gonna save a lot of money for sure. That's I post that chart in last year in November on my Twitter page.
Yeah,
So
people are probably looking at you like
like
you're
you
crazy
say,
too.
yeah, like you said, if market go crazy, if total volume go to pass 7 trillion, maybe then it's gonna be a different scenario. That's what I think.
Yeah, I don't think you're too far off. I think that 120 is very, very achievable.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
to Amir's point
120 is
about like
achievable.
the whales already being here,
Yeah,
I've been telling people for the longest to check the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, the same group that was behind merging the PGA Tour and Live Golf together.
Mm.
Just if you do just like literally a preliminary search on Google,
hmm,
Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund crypto, they have
yes,
been layering into crypto through VC firms to get into, a lot of projects early. And I think what that's saying is, I mean, in 2019, 2020, I was telling people, I'm like, hey, these guys, if you represent a sovereign wealth fund, you're under a mandate to make these investments in areas that are going to bring you back returns significantly higher than what you're
yeah,
getting or markets in general.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, there's not too many other places you can put it and get those returns that you're mandated to get. So I know there's a ton that are waiting for crypto. They have to layer in little by little right now. But again, as we get more regulatory clarity, as ETFs get filed, like I think that's going to be the windfall that's just going to open those
Yes,
gates.
sir, no doubt about it. Soon we're gonna heard that news. BlackRock ETF got approved by SEC. Crazy bull market will start for 1 year at least. That's what I believe. What do you think, Amir bhai?
No, you're absolutely correct. And I was in Turkey and Malaysia. I just came back home,
Yeah, I
right?
seen
So
all your video.
Turkey.
You was asking people viewers, you were making a video over there. People selling Bitcoin on the shops.
I
So,
know they
yeah.
are selling Bitcoin, and on. So basically, I go for my dollar exchange, and this guy is telling me, "Hey, I understand you coming from United States. You wanna convert your Bitcoin." I'm like, "No, I don't want to do anything like that. I'm scared of doing that on a public ledger. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
You should
The
told him
guys
we are American gangster. We are collecting the Bitcoin at this point.
They were honestly, I'm not joking. This guy comes in and he's transferring $900 worth of his Bitcoin. The
Uh-huh.
other guy came and LTC. The other guy came and he did Quant, and in the line, and I'm holding my fiat money in my hand, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, like they've been doing that. A couple of my friends used to live in Turkey. They just moved back in Dubai, and they used to do back in 2019 and 2020. They used to do $5-10 million worth of transaction right in the bank. They used to do that back in the days. They all moved back in Dubai for some reason.
even
And
XRP, he was taking XRP too. I'm like, wow.
yeah,
And not one,
I saw
not
the
Wow.
two.
sign on in your video. Yep.
Yeah, not one, not
I
two.
got to
Every single exchange company was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Glenn,
about time.
it's a repeat question for you. Sorry, Amr bhai. It's a repeat question for you. Somebody say which Saudi Arabia fund group did you mention?
Yeah, so
Can you
it's a Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund.
guys?
I think
Can
that's
you
what it's
guys?
called. Let me Google that real quick because I was literally just
Saudi
looking at
Arabia
it
public investment
last
funds.
week.
They are
Yeah,
they
Saudi
are
Arabia Public Investment
yeah.
Fund.
According to Mr. Glenn, all them funds going in crypto from Saudi Arabia as well.
It's
And the
the
way,
So I
yeah,
came from Saudi Arabia 3 months ago, right? Nadeem, you know that I went for Umrah. So
yes, I know.
2030 plan, the 2030 plan, not 2035, 2030, 40 that we do like 15-year plan. MBS has a plan for 2030 where
Mm.
he's building two different cities in two different places in Saudi Arabia. One is close to Syria, at the border of Syria, where it's not going to be, where the laws are not going to be Saudi laws. You can dance, you can sing, you can drink, you can do whatever you want.
Whew.
And I'm not joking. This
They're
is
trying to
going to
open
be
it
a
up.
city by
Yeah,
itself,
I
okay?
know. They're trying to open everything.
And
Yep.
then there's another city that they are calling Mujadra, something like that, which is the box, which is 300 square meter by 300 square meter. And no car is allowed in there. No transportation is allowed. It's all going to be, it's like a box. And there is a lot of people that are jumping around because they're saying he's creating another Kaaba, but it's not. It's a square box where the city is going to be. It's going to host up to 250,000 people, and
Damn.
that's what is going to live. Like there will be everything is going to be like in digital world. So
Yeah.
even if you want to go from one place to another, it's going to be flying cars or
Wow.
So
train.
is that the cube? Faisal was saying they're calling
The
it Saudi
cube,
Cube. Is that it?
you got it. The first thing is
Yeah.
a cube,
Faisal
and
bhai
the
just mentioned that.
second thing that he's making is long city cross to the by Syria and Yemen and all of those that area that he's connecting. It's going to be a long wall, a straight line, and this will be a cube. So there are two projects that are going on, and there are people at when I was in Jeddah airport taking off, there are Chinese um, engineers. They were coming in like in bunches. I'm like, what the heck is
They are
going
Oh,
on?
the
coming
engineers?
in bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are coming in bulk. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making those things over there. So China's helping them out. And that's what one of the things was when Saudi Prince came out and said the US dollar is not going to be the currency of oil. That's what it is. They are doing it in they're Saudi reals because they want that real to be stable so that they can pay China and use Russia and all of those people.
Yeah, Glenn is showing something, guys. Just pay attention on it.
So that's the fund that I
Appreciate
was
your
talking
time,
about.
Glenn.
It's almost half a trillion. It's actually over half a trillion
This is
dollars.
over $500 billion. Yeah, I see it. 620 billion.
Yep. So this is their wealth fund that they've basically been layering into cryptocurrency little by little.
Mm-hmm.
And the companies that they've been coming in through are Anderson Horowitz, right?
Mm-hmm.
AC16Z. I don't know if you guys can see that, it might be a little small.
Okay.
And a couple others. I don't think Cote is in business anymore, but KKR, they are. Peter Thiel's back, Valar Ventures. They've
Mm-hmm.
come in through, their investment firm and a handful of others. Polychain Capital as well.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about 2 years ago when I said, if you cryptocurrency will get the sovereign wealth funds because the sovereign wealth funds are running out of assets to invest in order to meet their mandates.
Yep. 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 Yeah.
Saudi Arabia,
Somebody's
20.
saying here, Saudi Arabia K line is 170-kilometer project. It's called Neom City.
Yeah. And she's right. Faisal is right that PF also being investing in Lucid most Motors lot. So you saw that Lucid stock is close to $7 from, but Rivian got pushed this week. I think something is going to happen to Lucid pretty soon too.
So do you think if Lucid, what do you think they might be the official car of, or
There is no official
what is
car
it,
than
Vaso or Cube?
Denali. Denali is their official car in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, is it?
When I go to Saudi Arabia, the car that comes to pick me up is a Yukon Denali, and I'm not joking.
Well, no, I mean, I thought it's got to be like, is it just flying cars or they have to be electric cars that would be permitted in the city?
That city, the one that Cube won, I think is going to be all electric.
Okay, so then I wonder if Rivian is going to be the official car of Cube City.
Lucid maybe, not Rivian. Lucid.
Lucid, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
What did I say,
that's what
Rivian?
a lot of
Yeah,
people
I
have been
meant
talking
Lucid.
about Lucid. Yep. A few of my friends been doing stocks, and they've been telling me start accumulate a Lucid stocks. I was like, what is it? And they were trying to explain to me the other day. Yep. Amir Bhai, there is a question for you. Brother Adi from New Jersey, he have a question for you. He say, Amir Bhai, thoughts on market before bull run.
So
This question is actually for Glenn and Brother Amir. The question is thoughts on a market before the bull market. Are we going to see it? Do you guys think we're going to see a nice, good size dip before a bull cycle start, like a bull cycle start? What do you guys think?
Nadeem, if you go to the stock market channel and go to a video that I posted on January 20, said the golden cross has happened. On January 28,
Yeah.
the stock market was close to 4,000. Okay. And at that time, I showed them March of 2022 and January of 2023. And I said, this is when I'm buying now. The golden cross has already happened. So the bull market, as far as I'm concerned, already started on January 28th. Go check it out. My videos.
No, I mean, I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, you've definitely had pockets like you've had AI that's kind of been on its own little bull run. You've had a few other sectors that you could, definitely say have been on their own little bull run. I'm always going to suggest that you could run into a black swan event at any given time, especially when things just feel like they're just gelling a little too cohesively.
Yeah.
There's always that variable that could pop up.
So,
I agree
so the
fully.
question,
I
so
agree.
the Amir bhai, I know what you're saying, but the question is, do you guys see the market gonna take a little dump before a good pump, or we are just waiting for a Glenn? We are just market is just waiting for a ETF, BlackRock ETF. What do you think? What do you?
No, I mean, I definitely think that you could see a significant pullback in the market, right? Like I know there's a lot of eyes that are watching like Q3, Q4 of this year,
Mhm.
and given everything that's happened with like banks and the Treasury Fund having to do what they have to do in order to build their reserves back up. So, you know, if it goes smooth sailing from this point forward, I think that'll be probably the first time since I've been paying attention to the cycles, at least in crypto, that we just kind of walked right into a bull run. I'm of the mindset that we probably see somewhat of a significant pullback
Yeah,
before then.
that's exactly 2020. That's what exactly happened 2020 before the market turned into full bull. We seen a big pullback,
Yeah, I think we came all the way back to like 3K from the
all the way
COVID
back
dip.
to the double bottom around
Hmm.
$3,500.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. You know what I mean? We'll see if, in my opinion, is if they approve the ETF soon, then we're not gonna see significant pullback. Or if they deny the ETF, then we're gonna see some point like 18K under 20K.
I think even if you do get the ETFs approved, that just provides a wonderful environment for liquidity to be pulled out,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Because now everybody's like, oh, it's safe, let's go in, and
Yeah,
then
let's go in. Yeah. Mhm.
boom.
Do you guys think it's gonna go under 21,000?
Amir bhai, some point the news gonna drive the market. If some point if ETF get rejected, um, if the market makers are made a plan to beat us hard,
I do.
they're gonna.
I do. Amir, you and I, we've talked ad nauseam about this. Like I'm still in my range of 11,200 all the way down to 9850. And I've said this since the beginning. Like the only thing that's really going to move me off that peg is if we get above 42,000 and we really start to build significant structure off of 42,000.
Yeah.
Like anything outside of it, like I've literally been saying that for, I don't know, 6 months, maybe a year. And I'm like, we've just been ranging in this area for so long. And I know like the more you keep coming back to touch resistance or to touch
Yeah.
support, you're liable to fall through it. So yeah, I'm 11,200 all the way down to 9850,
And
which would also correspond with the CME chart. You know, we've got two pretty significant gaps.
I don't know where's the weekly candle gonna be closed on Sunday, but the weekly candle right now is look like a bearish. This candle, the weekly candle, if you see right now, it looks a bearish candle.
Take a look.
Yeah, in weekly in Bitcoin. So we'll see. I think we're gonna see a pullback. That's why I've been telling all my followers, just chill, relax, don't get hyped, don't get excited. Just keep buying slowly each dip. Don't go all in. Just wait a little bit, and keep adding. That's it. In my opinion, we're gonna see a nice dip before the bull start. That's what I'm sticking with my opinion. Amir bhai.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna go down below 19.6.
Yeah, yeah, 18 is my target. I'm just thinking 22. If we break 22, then 18. We'll see.
It takes 13,200 to just mint the damn thing. Okay, so I don't know.
No, it's not gonna go to 30. It's hard to go to 13 too because BlackRock is here. That's why it's not going that low.
And all these companies, if you remember Mara, Riot, GTC, and all those companies that are doing it, even Coinbase, right? These were like Riot was $1.50, $1.60 when I was telling everyone to look into that because they're year over year they're minting so many bitcoins. So now I think it's like Riot is around over $10, and even Mara is like maybe $30 or $20, something like that. So Yeah, and somebody's saying SOS.
Back in November and Rio was around $3. I've been telling everybody I'm buying only two stocks. I've been telling everybody, Glenn, back in November and December when Mara and Rio was trading under $4. I think
I was actually
yeah,
trading
a lot of people bought that. And
riding marathon with Tabarizzi a couple. God, this was probably like maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. At this point, we were day trading it live on stream. It was awesome.
yep. hmm I
It
do
was
trade
awesome.
Mara and Rio sometime in the Robinhood. So, Glenn, any your opinion about kid ADA? A lot of people been asking since you here.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll talk about that real quick, and I'll
Yeah,
definitely get
just
to.
couple of
I think
minutes.
someone was asking like, what are some of the alts that I'm looking at right now? But first, I definitely want to talk about that weekly candle. I'm looking at it, yeah, man. It's a nice inverted
Yes,
hammer
sir.
that's just kind of chilling out there on the weekly, isn't it?
Yep, 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 yep.
Yeah, I think everybody should definitely pay attention to
That's
that
what I say.
over the weekend.
Everybody, the people who in the crypto and they think they are reading the charts, they should pay attention on this candle. And this candle, you can't play with it. If it's closed like that, I know what it's gonna be. If it's Amir bhai, if this
Yeah.
candle close like this, yeah, this gonna break these lines.
Well, here's
This gonna break.
here's
This
what I think
gonna
is
break
funny with
200
this,
and
right?
50 day both.
So if you look at, you're coming off the inverted head and shoulders on the weekly,
hmm
excuse me, on the weekly, and then you've got the candle from that started on June 19th, right?
hmm
And that price point started to move up, but as price was moving up, the volume was actually coming down. So that's a little bit of bearish divergence showing up on the
Yep,
weekly.
yep, yep, yep.
Hear that with an inverted hammer.
hmm Worded
Yeah.
hammer or someone doji point. It's look like gravestone doji as well.
Well, go back 2 weeks. So not this candle,
hmm
but like 2 weeks prior to that, there's definitely a doji that preceded it.
Yep. So we'll see. Um, my
That's a
opinions.
good eye. Good catch on that one.
I'm still looking for a pullback to go all in. Not right now. Not right now. Amir bhai, I'm just teasing myself. I buy a little bit every day and teasing myself. Oh yeah, I got this. I got this one this much. I got that one this much. I'm just teasing myself right now. I didn't go
I
all
just
in
think
yet.
you need a pretty strong catalyst to pull you out of this hidden bearish
Yeah.
divergence. I just don't know what that catalyst would be. Like I can't. I mean, granted, if they
There
drop
is
the news
no.
that hey, an ETF has been approved, like that'll definitely
That's the
pull you
only
out. But
one. That's the only one.
yeah.
Otherwise, we got nothing left. BlackRock name is already here. So, okay, we'll see. I'm just teasing myself, buying little bit. Whenever I see a big pullback, big, some point I'm gonna come out and tell everybody, hey, I'm all in, and that's it.
So let me take a look here at Sonny's question. He wants to know what are some of the alts that I'm looking at. Um, obviously Ethereum. Ethereum is still kind of hanging out around 1930,
Mhm.
so it's not really doing too bad, but it's there. Excuse me, AVAX. Just kind of go down my list here. Obviously, Cardano,
Yeah, ADA. Yep.
CQT.
A lot
That's
of my followers,
been
a
one that I've
lot
been
of
paying
my
attention to for a
followers
long time.
holding ADA, and they always asking me, like, what's the target price of ADA? And I always, in my opinion, it's gonna do $5, $6. That's why we try to give your opinion.
Glam, glam. Oh, what else am I taking a look at? Taking a look here at Graph, taking a look here at Ocean, taking a look here at Polygon. Polygon actually just dropped some pretty significant news either today or yesterday. Um, that's like a big project that they were working on.
Matic,
And I,
okay,
I feel like it kind of got swept under the rug
okay.
from everything that was going on with XRP, but it was pretty significant. If I can find that headline, I'm definitely going to make a video about it because it was pretty significant. Let's see. Omi, that's a little bit of a pet project for me. Omi, Quant, definitely,
Quant,
I
yep,
don't ever think you can have enough Quant.
yeah,
What else do I have here? Tailcoin. Tailcoin is going to be absolutely huge. I think that's going to do a fantastic job of melting faces, and I think
yes,
few
sir.
people are even prepared for it. XDC,
XT.
It's no secret. I'm a huge fan of that one.
Nami.
Don't see any problems holding XLM well, which is on the Polkadot ecosystem. I think is going to catch a lot of people off guard, and it's ridiculously cheap right now. I'm not saying like, oh, you should research it just because it's cheap, but just if DeFi comes back and a lot of people are going to be trying to find new avenues that haven't been tapped, I think a lot of that money is going to go towards DeFi on the Polkadot ecosystem and as well as it's Moonwell Artemis and Moonwell, just a traditional one. I think both of those are going to start to see significant price appreciation from it.
Yep. XRP Queen, she type Mina. Yeah. Mina and Gala.
Oh yeah,
Good
Mina's a
picks.
decent one. Yeah.
But
If
Gala
there's anything that's
also,
in
yeah.
infrastructure, like I'm a huge fan of it. Oh, something else I've been telling people: if you can get the Anoma coin, they have not released any information as far as when they're going to release it. But Anoma,
Anoma.
ANOMA, I personally think that is going to be a huge player. If you like the smart contracts, if you're a fan of Ethereum, if you like Cardano, Anoma is probably going to be one that you might want to try to get an allocation to after you've done your research and you figure out if that makes sense for you or
Anoma.
not.
ANOMA.
ANOMA, yep. I'll show you what it looks. If you run into a fake, you don't fall for it. Anoma. Let me turn this camera on.
Glenn, did you hear me?
Gee, Amir.
Yep, I can hear you.
What about our
Amir
favorite
bhai, I think
Dogecoin?
TikTok is acting up. You talking about
You said Dogecoin?
Dogecoin, if you didn't buy it at 5 cents again.
I really want to talk about Dogecoin. I really want to talk.
Is it 5 cents right now?
It was.
What is it now?
5
I
cents.
bought
Yeah.
it at 5 cents because it has not gone to 5 cents for a long time.
Yes, sir. I really want to talk about Dogecoin.
So it's back to 6. If you put in $25,000, you had made like almost 10% on it already.
Amir bhai, Glenn.
What is it right now? I totally forgot about
Six
Doge. I'm not gonna lie to you.
something.
It's 6 something.
It's
In a 20 my followers are gonna give me a reply on the comments. In 2021, I think it was in early summer 2021, Elon Musk, when he did a live on YouTube with his mother, the same day I was live on TikTok, and Doge price was hovering around 69 to 70 cent.
I sold it.
And everybody was saying Doge is going to cross, Elon going to push the price today, and Doge is going to cross $1. I was on live. I had like more than 1,000 people with me online, and I was saying this is the top of the Dogecoin. Just take the profit. 70 cent is a lot for a Dogecoin. $40 billion is a lot for a Dogecoin, and a lot of people took that advice and they closed their position. That day, I short Dogecoin from 69 cent. Zahid is here. Sheikh Abu Bakr is 67 cent. Yeah,
I bought it at 4 cents.
Amir bhai, I told everybody, I said, this is too much price. 70 cent is too much for a Dogecoin. Just sell it and
I
get out.
bought it at 4 cents, my friend. I bought it at 4 cents and sold it at 67
Amir bhai,
cents.
So you had a pretty good score on
I
that.
bought Dogecoin at 0.0015, 0. Soon Robinhood list the Dogecoin. I will start buying Doge over there as well. So I predicted very well. So yes, Glenn, what you try to show the Anoma?
Yep, that's their Twitter right there.
Yeah, okay.
So they just kind of went through a little bit of a reband. The logo did not used to look like this. I think the logo used to look like that. This one right here. So it looks like they've gone through a little bit of a rebrand.
Okay.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
But definitely check them out on Twitter.
Yep. So, okay, we'll check it out. So,
my issue with Dogecoin is that they can print more at will. So if it starts to get real juicy and starts to have significant price appreciation, they might just print more just to create sell side pressure on the token, which obviously helps devs, but it doesn't really help the community.
Yeah.
But Glenn, we're not holding this like Bitcoin, right? This is a trading coin.
Yeah, I get that.
But
Yeah, that's a
anyway,
fair point.
but some point, a lot of new people, the people wasn't in crypto. They were new in 2021. They bought the Dogecoin at 60 cents, 65 cents, 50. I met a lot of people.
And got destroyed.
I met a lot of people in New York City. They bought the Doge at 65, 64, some point that. But in my opinion, in next bull market, when the market gonna be in a some point in next bull market, hype, and some point Tesla gonna come out and they're gonna put the news out. You know Elon Musk, we know him very well. He know how to do it. Okay, some point at Tesla gonna come out and they're gonna say, in my opinion, they're gonna say we are going to Doge, we are going to accept Doge for Tesla. You'll see the price. You'll see the price. They're gonna take that thing to $1. It's not hard for Elon. No. That's why I'm gonna make one video tomorrow for Doge holders. That's my opinion. But I will buy Doge if it go around 5 cent. All right, guys. Thank you, Glenn. Glenn gave us enough time. And Amir Bhai gave us enough time and to share our knowledge here very well. Thank you very much, Glenn and Amir Bhai.
Thank you, man.
It's 12.
Oh my God, clean. Yes, Algorand. Oh, how did I forget about that? Yes,
Someone is
Algo.
saying buy Shiba. Naeem bhai.
No, it's not a deal. Algorand, what do you try to say, Glenn? Is Algorand
No,
in the security list as well, right? SEC
say
security.
again.
Algorand is in the
Yeah,
security.
Algorand was definitely listed as a security. I still like it. I think, the problems that they're trying to solve is going to be beneficial. Again, I tell people this all the time. It's probably one of the fastest cryptos I've used personally. And you guys know me, I like to be a practitioner. I like to kind of get in there and experiment and actually utilize the technology. Algorand is ridiculously fast, right?
Hmm.
And I know that right now they're under a lot of scrutiny because of the whole like security issue and all that jazz, but um yeah, I mean, I still like them, right? I still like them. I need to go back and do a little research. And what I'm trying to do now is for everyone that has come after XRP, like we know if a foundation or so created said tokens and then they just kind of donated those tokens, that looks to me to be the meta as of like how a lot of these coins can get away from being listed as a quote unquote security if they can prove like, yeah, we had, coins that were created, but they were donated to us. They weren't sold to us. There wasn't an ICO. They were just kind of given. So I think looking at cryptocurrencies that might meet that criteria are
Hmm.
probably going to be able to evade the clutches of the SEC. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if, knowing what we know now, some coins they decided to go back and like revamp. So, like, say you've got Polygon, right? But if
Hmm.
Polygon decides, okay, well, we kind of had an ICO, so we might not make it through like the security uh, label from the SEC. Well, what happens if we just shut down Polygon and we relist it under a new coin? And we created these coins and then we donated said coins and then put the rest out on exchanges. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if more companies started doing that to
Doing that, yeah. Hmm.
kind of keep it going.
Yep. Where is Amir? Amir, why you gone or you still here?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay,
But
okay, okay.
so a couple coins that I really like is Gala and Sand also for long term.
Hmm.
I think they are beaten up pretty bad, and metaverse play is going to come pretty soon.
Yes.
So because right now ETH is down, and NFT market is down, people are not into NFTs, but NFT is going to take up again. And when NFT takes up and open
Yeah.
space and open AI and all those that comes back, those coins are going to wake up also. So if you have some, I wouldn't recommend anyone buying it, but what I'm doing is I'm putting in 20 here, 50 here, 100 there, into
Hmm.
All right,
these
guys,
projects.
you guys think about it. So sorry, Amar bhai. You guys think about you not 20,000 there and 10,000 here. Okay, Amir bhai, carry on, please.
Yeah, but the thing is, you gotta invest. You gotta diversify. You know what I'm saying?
Amir bhai, brother Glenn, there is a lot of Habibis here, and they got a lot of
Yeah,
Hey, listen, man, I don't know how y'all get down, right? In my territory, it's a melting pot, man. We got a lot of the Habibis, the Habibtis, we got a lot of a little bit of Russians, not a
Amir
whole lot
bhai,
of Russians, some Asians.
we should do a live like every once a week all together for all the communities. Like I know a lot of other communities want to listen to you, brother Amir, and me, and Glenn.
Mhm.
Our a lot of our my community is want to listen to you. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate if both of you guys uh, get um, get together with me and we can tie up a time and start doing a live once a week, only once a week. I really appreciate it if you guys do that to me.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that because, listen, man, I love getting together with you and Amir. I always feel like there's a wealth of knowledge there and a lot of ideas that are being thrown around, and it's always a good time. So, I'm definitely not opposed to that. Someone was asking me about
जी
metaverse
आमिर भाई
plays, like
या
Wilder World,
या
Sand Wilder World. Yep.
आमिर भाई आप आ गए हैं वापस यू already back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, but I torn my calf muscle. Coming back, I torn my calf muscle playing baseball.
Hold
Man,
on, Amir.
आमिर
Hold
भाई
on. You got to get that fixed because you're supposed to be
आमिर
going
भाई
over to
you should know
Dubai. I don't want you backing out of this
you're not in
trip.
your 40s no more.
I know, man. I'm 50 years old, so I was playing with 21-year-old kids, and I whooped their ass. 3 home runs. I did 3 home runs. The fourth one I hit in the by third base, and I saw that too fast. He picked up the ball and he threw it towards the first base, and I was like 5-7 steps in, and then I put the jets on. The first step, the second step I took, and I heard the pop, and I'm like,
Ooh,
oh my god, I've heard that pop before. So I thought it was Achilles, but thank God I went
ooh.
today to the orthopedic surgeon, and he looked at it. He said, no, it's a partial tear of your calf muscle. So I'm like, okay,
Listen, man, I'll take the calf over the
I know.
Achilles any day of the week.
3 weeks versus 3 months, 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
seriously.
I'm back, but
In
I'm back. I'm putting more videos on the Pakistani channel for now. I'm putting Malaysia and
yeah, everybody follow brother Amir and
Right.
Mr. Glenn. Everybody follow them. They got a lot of knowledge about crypto and whatever happening around the world, whatever happening in the stock market. ठीक है सब लोग इनको फॉलो करें आमिर भाई the just get well soon and in my
Thank you.
understanding you're gonna have enough time with us then.
I will. I will.
I
I
just think
will.
Amir's trying to get out of our trip to Dubai. That's what I think.
No, man, I can go to Dubai anytime you tell me. I'm
Bet.
Yes,
ready.
Glenn.
Uh,
Glenn, I go to Dubai every 2 to 3 months.
Well,
yeah,
see, listen.
Naveed,
Okay, so I saw your
Nadeem
video,
just
right?
came back. Yeah,
I saw your video. You went to Dubai. I'm like, this mother lover
yeah.
broke rank. We supposed to make that trip together. I saw y'all was out there
Oh
having the
my
time of your life. I'm
God!
like, okay, I
Yeah,
see how it
yeah,
is.
Let's
yeah.
do it. Let's do it honestly. We're gonna have a
Next
great.
month we'll make a plan. End of next month, and we'll invite some community. A
Yeah,
lot of people around the world they want to have a meetup in Dubai with us, and with me especially. They always ask me when you going to Dubai. We want to come. Every single country in the world, we got
That
the
would be
community.
awesome.
Yeah,
Dubai has been
we
on
got
my
the
list
community.
for a long
La-
time now. That would be
yeah,
awesome.
last time when I was there, people came from Finland, Scotland, Germany, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and England, just for chill with me.
How long were y'all there for?
I was there for like 10 days last time.
Yeah, that's a good amount of time.
Few days for a business meeting, crypto
you
meetups,
know,
and few days for chill.
Dubai is good, but let's make a plan to somewhere like where Nadeem's place or somewhere we can go. Glenn, I'm not joking. All of us, whether it's Glam is here too. There are other people that are here. We need to have our own get together once a year. Yeah, I'm not joking.
No
I'm with that.
problem.
Just meet up and just have fun, talk about things that that we
You
think
you
that
guys
are
you guys well
important.
you guys welcome to my house. No problem. You guys welcome to
Great,
come
thank you.
here. No problem, Amir bhai. I've
That's it.
already been told you that. I've been told you
Yeah,
that.
Future, where you at?
yes. He's
Me,
in Maryland.
I'm
Yeah,
in Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, yeah, you're not too far. I'm in Ohio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's not too far. Amir
and
bhai, I
you
think you
guys
are in
are more
Michigan,
than
right?
welcome to come to Michigan anytime.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always in Michigan.
You see, we already got the invitations start coming from Australia, Melbourne, Glenn, you're gonna have invitation from all around the world. I'm telling you.
Listen, y'all got to be careful with that Australia though. Like everything in Australia will try to kill you. Everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We got not. Don't do that.
My sister's been
What,
calling me
I
from
mean,
Melbourne.
Glenn? What things you talking about?
Dude, everything. Birds, koala bears, like spiders the size of your pinky
Snakes, everything.
fingernail, like
Oh wow.
manatees, stingrays, fish, everything.
Oh
There
Lord.
are all these, but yeah,
True
but
statement,
it's
Glenn.
one of the best continents in the world too. So I have to go there soon because my sister is in Melbourne.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Amir bhai, that means we should make a plan together, brother. I got passport, so we good. We don't need no visa from. We just,
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. They say not Melbourne. How far is Melbourne from Australia?
Melbourne isn't in
Melbourne is in
Australia.
Australia. It's
You said, oh, see, again, everything tries to kill you there. Everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody say, Bini say, I am in Australia. We have a lot of group members from Australia, Glenn. We have a lot of members from Australia, a lot of followers, a lot of people in our group. They're from Australia. What is your top 5 project for the bull run? What's that question? That question for me, Amir, or Glenn?
Who else is that?
What's your top 5? Melbourne
Oh,
is the
I'm gonna keep it simple, man. I like Bitcoin, Ethereum, the
Dr.
Graph,
Saab in Australia too.
Polygon.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, and what else?
Bitcoin, Ethereum, the Graph,
Graph. Okay, GRT.
Polygon.
GRT. Polygon mean Matic. Okay.
Yep. The last that last one always. I feel like the last one is always shifting.
So you try to stay in a large cap, right? Do you
Yeah. So I'm looking at my
anything
portfolio
anything
now.
in mid
I
cap?
favor I
Any,
favor the large caps just because, like when I really started trading, they're the ones I have like the most comfortability with. A lot of the TA stuff that I do, it just works well for them. That's not to say I won't drop down to a mid or a small cap.
Mhm.
Micro, the micros, I really don't. I dibble and I dabble. I really don't make my living there, but the large caps is predominantly where I like to play.
I love those picks, Crypto Glenn. When people start appreciating you, and you are in the
Thanks, G.
team. So
Oh, that's my man Steve. Yeah, we was in another live earlier today. What's up, player?
yeah. So Amir bhai, I think we should talk about more on for a meetup planning on the phone call.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
I can arrange a meetup and we can meet up we can make a plan to meet up either Maryland, Michigan, or New York. One of them,
or
whichever you pick.
Las Vegas.
Oh no, Amar bhai.
Oh man, y'all get
Las
me out in
Vegas
Vegas. It's gonna
Las
be a
Vegas
problem.
meetup only for bull market, not for bear market, brother.
If we put Las Vegas, we will have so many people show up you won't even believe.
Y'all get me out in Vegas. Y'all gonna be like, yo,
Whenever you
Glenn.
see these everywhere, then we're gonna go Las Vegas. Not at this point, please. I try to buy more crypto. Okay, I need all the money.
Yeah.
Glenn know what I'm talking about.
Listen, man, it's always accumulation season.
You might come back with so much that you're going to not have to worry about anything.
What do you think? What I'm gonna do? They'll come back with so much money.
You never know. What goes in Vegas stays in Vegas.
What do you? What I'm gonna do there when come back with money?
Old saying, what goes in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Y'all gonna be like, Glenn, come on, we're in
No,
Vegas. We're trying
no,
to have
I'm
fun.
not
Hold on,
going to
hold on. Let me
stay
just
there.
wrap up this trade real quick.
No.
Amir bhai, I will definitely call you tomorrow evening sometime, and then we'll make a plan. I think you already have a Glenn contact number, right?
I do not, but we
I
can
can
do
get it to him. I can
Glenn,
get it to you.
we should share numbers, and next Dubai tour, you definitely join us. Okay.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. When do y'all normally do it? On Saturday nights or when?
The live,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll decide. We'll decide whatever comfortable for you and brother Amir,
That works.
because we have to ask Big Brother first.
Oh no, man! You guys decide whatever. I will try my best to be there. Right
Amir,
now,
no,
there's
listen, man.
too much
Amir be
going
making
on
the
in my
rounds.
life,
He be
but
popping in.
I'll try my best.
Before
Somebody
Amir went
saying
on that trip, I went
Someone saying who is sponsoring the travel. I can sponsor the travel. No
Asim, you
problem.
are. Asim Arshad will sponsor because he's asking the question, he gets the answer.
Yeah, I will sponsor the trip. No problem. No problem.
There we go.
Yeah, no problem. So that's it,
No.
guys. I think we have enough fun today. And
Thank you so much.
Amir and big brother Amir and brother Glenn, they pass all
Appreciate you
kind of
doing a lot, man.
knowledge.
Thank you.
And Glenn shared all his top picks, whatever he's buying slowly. Amir Bhai already shared with you guys whatever he's accumulating slowly. He already told you guys 50 there, 100 there, 200 here, something like that. And already been sharing with you guys what I'm buying slowly, surely. You know what I mean? So see you guys in the next live, and I
Thank
think
you.
I will post in the group, and I will talk to brother Amir and Glenn. We're gonna have another live very soon. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye.
much, everybody. Stay blessed, stay on track, stay positive, and don't let the negativity come close to you. Okay. Love you. Bye bye. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you,
Appreciate that.
Amir.
Thank you, man. I'll see you on the
Okay, Glenn. Appreciate for your time.